Guys, a family sent me a message, yeah, and I want to read out this thing for you guys. I need you to sit down, ask yourself what line of this message is lie. Sit down and ask yourself what line of this message is lie. You see, so many of you have the wrong impression of me, but it's okay. When I talk about slavery, colonialism, what happened to our ancestors, tell you the history or events that happened in the past, you think I say these things out of frustration or hate. I don't. I'm telling you things that you're supposed to know, things that are supposed to prepare you for the future. But unfortunately, yeah, in this continent, in fact, all the people that are wearing the same pigmentation with me, we have not been able to decipher anything. We don't get the memoir yet. It's very shameful. It is very pathetic. So many times when I talk about, slavery, I talk about events of the past, you come and hail me. But when I talk about what we do to each other, you start calling names. Oh, self-hate. You're talking down on your kind, your people. Which kind? I am not talking down on any kind. It is called self-criticism. And you should be doing that very often. Instead of beating your chest all the time in foolishness, you should be doing self-criticism. It is very important. Have you ever sat down and asked yourself the future of this continent in the next 100 years? In the next 100 years, all of us, you that is watching me, you will not be here. None of us will be alive in the next 100 years. Have you asked yourself what will be the future of your descendants, your unborn generation, the continent in the next 100 years? No, we don't even ask ourselves these questions. Other people, other race, all these race that you're seeing, they plan for their next 1 million years. They plan. But blacks, we don't plan. We don't even get plans. Anyway, let me read this for you. Yeah? Sit down and do soul searching. Ask yourself important questions. It will be of a very huge benefit to you. So, this is the brutal word of Richard Smith, a famous British guitarist, a Caucasian, a white man. He granted an interview and he said this about Africans. He said, I've been asked many times what I think of Africans. Here is what I think of Africans without language and without taboos. They sell everything to the highest bidder, even the land. Then they poison each other with everything that is available. Their pastors, so-called men of God, rob their congregations and become billionaires in their very poor nations. They make the churches to become family inheritance, the father, the mother, children, and other business interests. I am not a racist because I do not believe for a single second that I am superior to a black man. The difference with them is that we think of our descendants, we are calculators, we protect our interests and will kill for that if need be. We are not emotional. We have passed this stage. If the lion has pity on the gazelle, it is he who will die of hunger. It is the lion who will die of hunger if the lion has pity on the gazelle. They have lions at home, but they do not understand the laws of nature. We don't even study nature. We just rely on bullshit story, cock and bull story, fairy tales, superstition. Anyway, let me go down. For everything, they confine in superstition and religion. Yes. Ayadano, studiaka okikesi agwa. And when a few black people pierce through, we admit them to our side or eliminate them in one way or the other, most often with the hand of other blacks. When few of them pierce through, the intelligent, the one that are very analytical, when they pierce through, they will bring them to their side. Yeah, give you visa, bring you to their country to start working for them, to start harnessing your brains. And if you do not accept this, they will use your own people to eliminate you. We brought them our God and continuously invent fuzzy concepts to confuse them more. They gave us their God, and look at how divided we are. Look at, when I make posts about religion, the people that invented religion, the people that gave you will not see any of them comment rubbish, but you will see my own kind fighting. One worthless animal said on the comments that if the things I'm saying, if it's northern Nigeria, they would have set me ablaze. Like this animal wish that he can do something, but I'm telling you, bro, you can't do nothing. In fact, you cannot do nothing. Okay, for your own religion, the only thing is hidden around na bed, get watia or anyway, moving forward. In 100 years, their descendants will be more slaves than they are now. They are already more unhappy than the generation of their parents, and they naively believe that numbers will be their strength. That is why we continue knocking na anyo kokoko, yeah, because we think that numbers will be our strength. Just watch how they drum our sea to come over to Europe. We conquer them with a few tens of hours and the active help of their leaders. Blacks selling their own for fake jobs, human trafficking, prostitution. We force them to speak and write our languages such that they even judge each other by how much one can speak like us. We will control their descendants more than we control them right now. If given opportunity, they are ready to abandon their land to come over as willing slaves rather than with determination and commitment to build their land. Other people understand that game, like the Chinese, the Indians, the Koreans. They started to use the same technical knowledge as us to protect and dissuade. But the blacks do not understand anything. I am sorry to be so brutal in my submission, nothing personal. I'm just plain. Think or sink.